Now, this thing looks so bad that it could just fall out of bed. I don't really like to see a pretty big range like this. And then, it just leaves the station. So that's where it gets a little bit tricky. What you're about to see is a video snippet from inside the boiler room. Every single morning before the open of the US stock markets, I analyze dozens of stocks and then decide on the trades that we're going to look at for that day with dozens of traders. We all get together, execute trades, chat some, and make some money together on a Zoom conference call. Go to thepatterntrader.com/club to find out more. I always say I look for protection, on my trades. It's kind of like the mob. I always want to buy some protection on a trade. What I mean by protection is, so I shorted this thing day before yesterday, right here at 140. And, kind of kamikaze because it looks like this thing's going straight up. But I was really shorting it against this guy right there. So I was trying to find an area where, there's, serious resistance up here at Moderna at 145, and then the next level is probably about 141, 142. So, just like EOG yesterday, I just shorted right into that because, I'm looking at these guys and saying, it's, how easy is it going to be jump through this? And then the whole pattern is bearish. Now we have a perfect kind of double top, and you also have the perfect combo of this price action. You have a double top with a failure at that 140. So every time you went to 140, the sellers came in, and by the time it closed right on the low, indicating that the sellers are in control. So now, like I said, I always look at how the energy comes into the day. So I would have preferred it to open higher and then go, open unchanged and go higher. And then I could sell here against this 140 high and know where my risk was. Now it's opening really on the low. Now, this thing looks so bad that it could just fall out of bed. I don't really like to see a pretty big range like this. And then, it just leaves the station. So that's where it gets a little bit tricky, where, now the energies come straight down, and then, it goes a little bit further, and now it goes back up again. I don't know. This overall thing is so bearish that maybe I can't just second guess this thing. I'm short already. I took off half my position, so I really wanted to have a loaded boat on this thing. I do have the put options too. I have the 125s for next week. So, the only thing with Moderna is that you've got up. Now you got to come down through all this stuff. And, I just expect that you're going to, have some volatility. So to me, I would sell rallies in Moderna. I think we know where the high is now. I don't think you're going to see this. Here's the S&P, and here's the difficulty. It's in a profound downtrend. This is a big, bad bear market. We're very close to this, kind of resistance level, about shy of 3,800. We're at 3,720. So we're in this resistance level here. But, we're also, so it's just a grind. There's this area at 35 to 36. So it's, my mindset, this is a bear market. And yes, you can always have these bear market exchanges. And, you sleep with one eye open because, they're just, but I think the market is catching wind to it, and these things are becoming shorter and shorter. So here's the S&P. You're in this channel. You're pretty close to the top end of it. We could just be in for a grind type of market. So the problem with this market is that it's very news prone now. Anything out of England, anything, we just have these news event driven things, and you just get this volatility all over the place. So you really have to find the place you can hide out in something and create a risk reward relationship. We've got Tesla tonight. We could have a Netflix thing where you open sharply higher. The problem with Tesla is, the big patterns tell me this has got to go a lot lower. The problem is, how do you kind of work your way through here? Can you just see prices kind of opening up down here after the earnings and just clearing out all this stuff? I mean, it's very possible. this thing, is going to go down, and all it needs is a catalyst. But I think I might just wait till after the aftermarket session. And, if we somehow get a bump to 240, that's what I would kind of wait for. So again, it's like kind of waiting for your pitch, but this is something that I've been looking for so long that if I miss it, I'm going to be upset. So, I'm kind of thinking, well, we kind of did have this recoil. So we've really kind of accomplished what I was looking for, where you break through and then you have a retest. So this is kind of already kind of done what I was looking for. So I don't know. I'll see how I feel. I might just take a few hundred shares short into just for a taste into the earnings. And then my mind is, if it opens higher, I would just sell into that. Because this is waiting to go. And, we've cut through this long-term trend line. So, I would love to see it above here, a hair above here, and then go. So I don't know what I want to do. It's very risky. Obviously, earnings, like we saw with Netflix, you can get just an amazing move. So yeah, it's very difficult in here. One hand, this looks very bearish. On the other hand, you've got all the support in here. So I don't know. I might just take a gamble with a few shares. And then my mindset is if it opened higher, I would actually just really sell into that like I did with Netflix. Hey, if you would like to trade alongside me every day and join our most prestigious program, then head over to thepatterntrader.com/club for more information.